All right, what is going
Welcome back
on?
Oh, you starting? You're starting your podcast, huh? Real cool, yeah. What about me?
What's in your mouth? What do you got, like a cigar?
I got a little bit of a marijuana cigarette. I'm going for a little walk, and this is how I talk now. I talk like Mike Cavanaugh.
To those of you who don't know, Mike Cavanaugh is the most successful other member of our old improv team, the Beach Bunnies.
Yeah, that's right. We were on Maya's taking a shit right now.
Oh, isn't this one of the most interesting podcasts you've ever heard?
I'm doing a walk and talk. I've got the headset on.
Oh, nice.
And I got Maya pooping, and I am gonna clean up this poop, and I got a joint in my mouth.
Oh,
wow, she's got a lot of poop coming out. You know what? You know what I learned about dogs? My dog specifically.
Yes.
You have to take them on a walk, because they can't get all the poop out unless they go on a long walk, because it moves through their intestines. Anyway, that's. I'll talk to you later, Chris. This was fun.
Can we do a podcast where you don't talk about what you just talked about, Rick? You know, am I the only one who's keeping this
You're the
podcast
only one. You know what?
sane?
You know what else I realized this morning too?
Yes.
In order to get all the poop off your butt when you're using the bidet.
Oh my God, Rick!
Quiet. There's a lot of people that have bidets, and I'm trying to train them. This is what you got to do. You got to put it up full blast to the point where it hurts a little bit, because otherwise, I was gentle on my butthole. I was given a nice little splish splash.
You've gone full crazy. You
have to turn up the pressure. Uh-oh, here comes UPS.
Is this
Chris? It's day 55, okay? Of course I've gone crazy.
It's day 55. But the reality is, what were you normally doing? You were doing the exact same thing, except we would just, go out.
No. I was allowed to go out and mingle and intermingle and converse with my fellow man. Be like, fellow man, what thou stay? Hey, talk to us about your day. I'm gonna spark up this doobie.
Well, what I do know is Rick is getting high. Is that everybody is going a little wacky in their own ways, and I'm slowly starting to see it. I'm sure all of you are on your social media feeds, on your Twitters, and whatnot. And it's interesting to see the people who are going a little looser and wilder, and the ones that are like Rick, who have completely lost their minds.
What about you? You fucking are not going crazy? You're telling me you're just doing your little Wim Hof breathing exercises and you're okay?
Dude, he did a Wim Hof live stream, and I did it on Friday. People, it was awesome. I love it. I'm fully, when I go into Wim Hof, it's like I go into my happy place. It's one of the best experiences. I come out of it. I'm going to do it after this podcast. I come out of it and I just feel really good. Oddly enough, every time I do it, I want to watch the movie Avatar in the middle of it. There's something about the movie Avatar and Wim Hof.
Avatar?
Uh-huh.
You think they're going to come out with the other Avatars? They shot 5 of them.
He was going to do 10 of them, wasn't he? He was very ambitious with the Avatar franchise.
I think he was going to do 30 of them, actually.
I heard he was going to do 98 Avatar films.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check my Google. Oh, no, you know what? It's 155 Avatar films he was going to do.
Oh, my God. I read that same article, and they just updated it 30 minutes ago, and it's ×2. So that's 3,000 Avatar movies that he's going to do.
Wait a minute. They just updated it 5 seconds ago. It's 5 million Avatar cases.
Oh,
Everyone's got Avatar. It's contagious. You got to disinfect yourself every time you go watch Avatar, because you might give Avatar to someone else.
Well, let me tell you something.
Asymptomatic for 2 months. I cannot believe we are still in the COVID universe. I feel like we're going to be in COVID land for a long time, buddy.
Well, today, I think they just, when it made the quarantine go until April 30th, so we've got this.
No, I heard that was an April Fool's joke. Early. It's really going until December 30th.
Goodbye year. Well, the 2020 Olympics have been moved to 2021.
You know what they should do? I have an idea.
Go ahead.
I'm very excited. Fucking New Year's Eve, countdown, January 1st is 2020.
Yeah, let's just restart. Can we get a restart?
Just restart it.
Yeah,
How you doing? Hi.
You know, it would
Just
restart
the year, and once again, I must look crazy because I'm a man walking in my neighborhood with a headset on and a audio pack around my waist and smoking a joint. I've given up. What did you eat last? What was the last meal you ate?
Today I cooked quinoa, and then I had the Beyond sausage. I had one left over from that, and then some mushrooms. So I sautéed up some mushrooms. I had a really nice lunch. But I like basically nowadays just get ready for whatever meal I'm going to cook next.
What's your go-to dish?
Go-to dish to cook?
Dish to cook in quarantine, not in life. I don't care about real life.
In life.
I'm talking about
Okay.
quarantine life.
Well, it's whatever I can make with this imperfect produce box I get. So whatever that is. And so I got the lentils, I got the quinoa. We're not even sponsored by them. We're sponsored by Red Bull Energy Drink.
No, we're sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. They've been paying my bills. They gave me a nice stimulus package, and I'm stimulating my butthole every time I get on that bidet.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry, Rose. Rose, I'm sorry.
Oh, she stopped commenting. So anyways, all right, let's get into...
She stopped listening. It's
she
just
stopped
you and I
listening.
now.
It's just you and I.
This podcast is just you and me, baby. They've all tuned out. Okay, so let's get back on track.
I'm cooking, because we have been fully on it. Get it together, Rick. I cook lentils. I cook quinoa. I made a lasagna this weekend. I made a vegan motherfucking lasagna.
Okay.
And it was delish. What about you? What is your go-to quarantine meal?
Well, when I panic bought food a couple weeks ago, haven't been in the store yet, I bought a lot of like basement style food that you can keep in the basement. So I bought beans, I bought rice, I bought cheap pasta and cheap sauce. And what I did was I made about 5 pounds of this really boring meal, which is just those ingredients, and I freeze it and I eat it, and I'm eating the same bullshit. And I gotta tell you, I've been farting up a storm. Whoa, buddy, I've been creating a lot of new musical notes I didn't even know existed down there, and it's been quite fun. I'm going to the store. You turned me onto an idea. In LA, we have a service, which I heard, by the way, they're going on strike.
They're going on strike, but so maybe we don't support them anymore.
Well, yeah, I didn't know when I ordered it, but Instacart.
I didn't know when I ordered. Instacart is striking, and they should. I'm sorry, but they should. These companies that are not taking care of the workers on the front line.
Of course,
I stand with you.
But let me tell you something. I need to get my mac and cheese. I need to get my milk. I need to get my eggs, and I hope that I can still get it because my pickup order is on Wednesday.
Well, that's good. That's good. You're going to do the pickup. When I went to do my pickup,
I don't want it delivered. Too much.
It's too much. I can pick it up. I was there and I was trying to use their app that was not working at the time, and one of the other Instacart guys, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're doing it wrong," and he kind of helpfully helped me out. Get my order. So, the people on the ground floor for the Instacart people, they are A-okay in my books. They're just trying to make $1.
Did he look sick? Did you keep your distance?
No, he was as healthy as an ox.
I mean, you don't know with this thing. Someone could be healthy and they could just be spreading it.
That's true. I know. But we know what? We're not going to go there today because we've got
Let's not talk about that.
We've got a great...
Who are we getting on today? Who are we getting? Okay,
people might not know him. I know him. Twitter extraordinaire, Jon Donahue. He's been in a ton of big films. I believe Bridge of Spies was one of them. He's done huge projects. Friends of My Sister's World of Friends. He's a huge movie buff, too, so I want to pick his brain on good recommendations. He loves the 80s. Loves 80s film.
Oh, he's got to give us some 80s movies that we can watch.
So maybe we'll get a Jon Donahue playlist, but let's call him up right now. We're going to ring him up.
Okay, call him up. I'm about to climb a flight of stairs.
Oh, good. Hold on. Let's see if we're going through here.
Beautiful day.
Let's see if we're ringing. Here we go. We're ringing.
Okay.
It's Candy.
John, how are you? What's going on?
I just got out of the shower after a nice leisurely social distancing walk.
Oh,
That's
good.
hot.
That's awesome. So,
Yes, it was Facebook Live. You can always relive it.
Steamy.
so you were Facebook Live in your shower. I'm glad that you.
Wow.
No, not that.
Porn.
Not that. That's for like late night.
That's your late night. That's
Yeah.
Late night steam.
During the day, it's fully clothed. I wear actually a snowsuit when I walk.
Oh, yeah.
That just
Fully clothed.
helps everybody.
So
What's
now-
happening, man?
Not much, man. So I'm on the. You got Rick on the other line. He can hear you, but he might feed me a couple questions here and there. But we've
right.
been doing this. We've been doing a podcast for I don't know. Now it's been over
5 years.
5 months, and
Nice.
we've kind of shifted into our coronavirus quarantine podcast, and we've just been talking to people about their experience. And I wanted to pick your brain because you were traveling when this was going down, so I wanted to talk about what the transition back to the States was. And I also know you're an incredible movie buff, so I wanted to maybe get a list.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, I wanted to get your recommendations, maybe your top 5 during the quarantine. But maybe give us your story on where this all started for you.
The quarantine, like the whole how that began.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you the beginning and the end.
Sure.
The beginning was I traveled to Australia to start a Baz Luhrmann movie. I was going to be and I still will be when this all is said and done, when the coronavirus has been defeated. I was going over to Australia to be Tom Hanks's on-set. I'll be working on set with Tom.
Great.
So I've been working with Tom Hanks for how many years? Since '93. So what's the adding on that?
Look, I've
I don't
really
know.
never done well in math.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
27.
I can't help you.
I get 27 years.
Yeah, 5
for
years.
20. It's something like that, divided by pi or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I am completely sober, Chris. Just to let you know.
Oh, good.
Which is rare.
Yeah,
Which is rare.
Good.
So I went over there to work with Tom, and what happened is Tom, as everybody knows, he got diagnosed with the coronavirus,
Right?
And he was quarantined, and we were quarantined as well in another area where we were staying, and we lived to tell the tale. We had no symptoms. Everybody keeps asking me and kept asking me, and still do, have you been tested? And let me just say this. My voice is going because I just did a live video for like an hour of walking, yelling to my friend because he was like 6 or 7 feet back.
Right.
So important to social distance. You can't get tested unless, and this is what we were told. So other people might have other stories, but this is all I know from my experience. You can't get tested unless you have symptoms.
Right.
And I didn't have any symptoms, and neither did my other the team. So we stayed and we hung out and we drank tons of things and ate things.
All the liquids.
Yeah, a lot of liquids.
Right.
And we flew back. We were cleared to leave back. We survived the quarantine. We didn't have any symptoms. We were all fine.
Good.
And we flew back. Now, flying back, we were like, oh my God, what's the airport going to be like? What's
Yes.
going to happen? Coming back to America, where we heard it was just this. Can I swear on this thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
fuck yeah, you
It
fucking
was a
can.
shit show. We heard it was just a shit show. We're like, my God, are we better off here in Australia? What do we do? Do we stay in Australia? Everybody goes to Australia to shoot Elvis movies. No, that's where Baz Luhrmann shoots all his movies. So
Right.
It was exciting to be there, but I couldn't really see anything. We were quarantined.
Right.
But getting back into this, if I get off a topic or
No,
off subject,
please
please bring me back.
Yes,
Because again,
yes,
I'm
yes,
sober.
yes.
Usually I'm more cohesive when I'm drunk. We flew back and it was fine. I mean, we were in business. I'll just tell you the truth. And I only heard like one person cough, and it was just the stewardess, so that's fine.
That's good.
No, everybody seemed like they were doing social distancing. Some
Good.
people didn't really get it at the airport. It wasn't too packed in Australia at the airport, but there was enough people trying to get back because I think it was the second to the last or the last flight to America because they were ceasing like operations.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Because Australia and some other countries are closing borders, so we needed to get out, or we were going to be in Australia with no pay, nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we will hopefully pick up the movie. We plan on picking up the movie when all this is said and done. But we we got on the plane. We had a fine time. I watched both Harry Potter films. Got to America. Got to LAX, which is usually, again, a big time shit show, as you probably know, Chris.
Absolutely, yeah.
And got there and didn't have a problem though. We welcome back to the United States. We thought we'd have to be quarantined again, but no. I am not going out. I'm using Instacart. Have you ever used Instacart?
We were just talking about it. And supposedly they're going on strike, and we were saying, they should go on strike, hopefully, so they could get the right things they need to protect them.
So do we need to bring food to them?
We just need to make sure that they're taken care of, that's all.
Oh, all right. Well,
but yes,
here's the thing. I never used Instacart.
Neither did I. Neither did Rick. None of us did.
Well, no. Have you used it? Have you used it yet?
I used it once to go and to put an order in, and then to go pick stuff up. And
so you placed an order and you can get it?
Yes, you could go pick it up if you want to take that risk. And I feel like I'm a bit, not cavalier is the wrong word, but I'm at least a bit more aware of my system of going and getting things. So I got the spray bottle, washing my hands, all of those things. And maybe when you acclimate a little bit more, you'll feel maybe a bit more comfortable about picking stuff up. But my whole thing was I just didn't want to wait in long lines at to get into a grocery store.
That's what I'm afraid of. The exact same thing. I'm like, I hate standing at line, period. Disneyland, whatever, usually stops me from going.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait in line, especially if I know I could get coronavirus. So that's an extra no for me. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't know if it's laziness or I'm scared. I think it's a little of both.
Right. It's being safe, and you're doing the right thing. You've absolutely got the right head on your shoulders in regards to that, John. Now, I know that you are, like I said, also movie buff. And I wanted to kind of go down maybe a list of maybe some top fives or some stuff that you rewatched during your time in Australia. I was following you on Twitter and all the social medias, and you were doing these awesome live streams of what you're getting to. But what were some movies you rewatched when you were in Australia, or you've rewatched since you've been home, or just recently watched that you're loving right now?
I had Crocodile Dundee on a loop. And it would just play nonstop 24/7 on a loop. That's why they said, leave our country. We are tired of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny enough, I did watch Crocodile Dundee. I was so excited about going to Australia. I watched it on the plane to Australia.
Oh, my God. Wow.
It was so great. And I was a little embarrassed. Have you ever been on a plane where you watch a movie and maybe a sex scene comes up or something, and then the stewardess will come by to bring you something, and you're like, oh, shit, this isn't what you think it is.
Yeah. I am surprised that they do have, like, low-level to high-level erotica on most of these flights based on whatever movie or scene you're watching.
What flight are you taking? Because I want to take that flight. There's no hardcore sex scene in Crocodile Dundee that I know of.
There isn't?
There's like some special cut out there. No, I don't know. Maybe he has sex with a dingo. I don't know. It's not in the cut I saw.
You're right.
But I did watch Crocodile Dundee, and then I slept. But in Australia, I watched, what did we watch? Oh, The Invisible Man.
Okay.
The new one. The new one.
New Invisible Man. Didn't see it. Did you enjoy it?
Full of plot holes. But here's the thing. The title is The Invisible Man. So it can't really happen anyway as far as we know.
Right.
So I let that go, and it's a nice thriller. It's like a throwback 90s thriller.
Right.
So I kind of like that. I'm more of an 80s guy, but I'll take a 90s here and there.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that movie. I think it was really well acted, and just have a good time for 2 hours. So if you get a chance, Chris, check it out.
What was better, that one or the Chevy Chase version that came out?
We watched that too. Memoirs of an Invisible Man, by the way, directed by one of my very favorite directors, John Carpenter.
Yes.
And it's such a weird. Think about this: Chevy Chase, Daryl Hannah, Sam Neill, and Stephen Tobolowsky in a John Carpenter comedy thriller adventure movie. It's almost out of place, like that scene in 3 Men and a Baby where Tom Selleck and there's like a heroin deal going on and they're hiding it in the baby's Pampers. It's like, what's this doing in this movie about 3 Men and a Baby?
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird movie, but I'll tell you, I love Memoirs of an Invisible Man. It's such a wacky, just the whole thing is just such a hot mess that I love it. And I think Chevy's really good in it.
That's great. Yeah, I definitely remember watching that movie. I just remember he could only ingest clear liquids, so he was
Think
just
about
drinking
that, yeah.
vodka.
I mean, you could see the liquids. Like you don't like they addressed things in memoirs that you don't really think about. Like when he eats, you can see the food going down into his stomach. It's like, oh, that's really gross.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
so I'm like, I never thought about that. So maybe it's not fun to be invisible.
All right, well, this will be the last question I got for you then. What's the one you got queued up for tonight? Or what do you recommend if people are looking for something to watch tonight? Maybe,
How long is this podcast? 5 minutes?
yeah, well, we try and keep it between 30 minutes, so we get our callers on for about,
Oh shit! All right, sorry, I didn't know this format. Because I've heard every episode, I just wasn't paying attention.
Oh, good.
Sorry. What's on tonight? Well, last night I was going to watch Marvel, The Avengers in 3D, and I didn't get to it because I have to be in the right mood to watch all that CG. So I watched a movie that came in last night called, I've never seen it, and it's called White Nights with Mikhail Baryshnikov and Gregory Hines and Helen Mirren, Cold War 80s dancing, and I actually really thought it was cool. It's like I think Phil Collins music, and it's like it brought me back to the 80s a little bit, and so I think tonight I might, I don't know, I might hit up a Burt Reynolds movie. Maybe I'll do Stick or Sharky's Machine, something like solid 80s wackiness with Burt Reynolds,
Oh my God, that sounds perfect. I might join you via my apartment and watch the same movie. That could be kind of fun.
But that would be fun. We should do like a live video commentary stream.
Well, crazier things have been said. Could be. Well, this podcast will be up this evening, so maybe we can get some people doing it. It'd be great.
Well, you guys have quick turnaround, quick post-production.
Oh, yeah. This thing will be live.
We got nothing going on.
We have nothing going on.
We have nothing going on.
I didn't know I wouldn't have talked so much had I known it was a 5-minute podcast. I had no idea.
No, it was great. I wanted to get your take on everything because you had such a unique story. And I wanted to just also, I've always loved on Twitter your appreciation for the genre of film, the 80s
Anything
comedy.
80s.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm an 80s nut, man. My favorite movie of all time is Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws, The Empire Strikes Back, Romancing the Stone, The Karate Kid, Blade Runner. I mean, I can watch those. Those are comfort movies. I say watch a comfort movie a day or two and then watch something new just to spice it up.
I like that. That's great. Well, John, thank you so much for calling in, man. I'm really glad I got you on the horn.
Chris, let's do it again, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, we maybe can get 80s movie reviews or we can get Rex from you during this whole thing because we're going to be here for a while.
Guess what? I have a lot of free time.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're back stateside, man. Good hearing from you.
Yeah, Chris, thanks for calling, man. I'll
All
see you later.
Take care, John.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you.
Don't mind me. I'm just over here all by myself.
Jon Donahue, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I feel? I feel like what it must feel like for someone who works at the NSA.
Listening in on a phone conversation?
I could tune into your phone conversation, but I can't say anything. So I feel like Patrick Swayze in the hit movie Ghost.
Yes. I'm always impressed with him because if I tweet anything about an 80s movie, he will like it and retweet it or have like a story about it. And it's funny, he works with a very nostalgic actor and he loves nostalgic movies. He got the dream job. So that's cool. Rick?
That is cool.
Now let's go back to you.
Chris, what is it? How do you feel about being deemed a non-essential person?
That would hurt.
Like you and I are non-essential. We are not essential.
What do you mean?
Like there's like essential business and there's non-essential business. We're not a doctor. We don't work at a grocery store. We are non-essential.
What are
they
you
labeled us?
Rick?
I'm saying that we got labeled. What does that feel? Do you stay up? Sometimes I stay up at night. I think about it. I think about how I am non-essential. I chose a non-essential career path, and now I'm going broke. But that's everyone who's working in a grocery store making the big bucks.
What I do have to say is that this has been a major flip into the importance of our world. And our world is actually incredibly important because, you're entertaining people all the time. Yeah, you're putting out you're like a freaking movie studio right now. I mean, you're putting out like a new short every day. I've seen you more than I've seen
I'm the
Tom
Bollywood
Hanks
of
on
Mount
TV.
Washington.
Yeah, I see you more than I see Leonardo DiCaprio in a movie. I mean,
it's true.
And you like it that
They
way.
take a lot of time.
But you love it. But I'm saying, I think that our importance. Look,
No. I know entertainment is important, especially in trying times like these. I just heard that Tiger King is the #1 show right now, and all I'm saying is, I don't think it would be #1 without a coronavirus. You know?
I don't know. I disagree. I think
it would not.
I disagree.
Answer is no. It's a great show. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's #1 because no one can go anywhere. They got us all trapped.
Well, when this was starting, I remember listening to the news this was about 2 weeks before it hit, and in America, and they were saying, well, this is going to be bad for movie studios, but it's going to be great for streaming services, and rightfully so. I think they've been.
If you've got a show that's out, I feel for everyone that had a pilot that was about to be shot or go to air or anything.
I know.
That's all changing now.
I know people who are in that scenario.
It's a great time for all the backlogged material, of course.
Yes,
but you can only watch Weekend at Bernie's so many times.
I haven't seen Weekend at Bernie's in so long.
Hey, do yourself a favor this weekend when you're having a little vacation. Slip on some Weekend at Bernie's. take a little journey. You know what's funny is prior to these COVID podcasts, you and I would talk on the phone more often, and now we only catch up when we do the podcast.
Well, no, I plan on talking to you more.
No, we do like a little bit of a post-show workout.
But I'm gonna say, well, it's because I talk to you. I mean, we talk all the time. I mean, you and I talk.
No,
a lot.
We talk for 30 minutes a podcast,
which is good.
Okay.
This is the closest to. Are you trying to push me away? Are you trying to say
I'm
that?
not pushing you.
Are you pushing me away?
See, you come on this podcast, you start the podcast, and you act like you're not going crazy. We end the podcast. You're starting to lose it, man. You're really starting to lose your mind.
Do you got someone else in the woodworks? Who's your other? Who's the other host? Who is it?
It's me. It's me doing you. I'm gonna do a podcast where like, hey Chris, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Rick? How you doing? This is Chris. Welcome back to another episode of Bumper to Bumper. Rick, you're going crazy. You're being a little crazy, Rick. Anyway, I'm gonna get my guest on, Leon Flowers.
Leon Flowers. Leon
he
Flowers
works at a flour mill.
Leon Flowers has been dead for 15 years. How dare you bring up Leon Flowers? My good friend, my good flower delivery man, Leon Flowers. How dare you?
I wonder if a guy with a last name of Flowers would end up in Flowers. I mean, I feel like you would. You know?
Yeah, well, guess what? My last name's Candy, and I'm not selling Twix bars, motherfucker.
Hey, that's a great shirt. Just for you to wear.
Just for me.
My last name is Candy, and I'm not selling Twix bars.
Well, you know, I realized I do like the term, come on, motherfucker! And where I got it from actually is not where you thought it was from, the Michael Richards thing. It was actually from Heat, because I watched Heat this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And Pacino says it a bunch of times, and I'm like, that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Wait,
what does he say? Slow it down. We all can. What does he say? Describe the scene.
Well, there's a bunch of scenes.
Hold on. My dog just shat a third time. So this is going into the third act of the podcast.
I will definitely, if anyone does want to do that, I will watch Heat with them because it's one of my favorite movies. And I get a new thing every time I watch it. Ooh! I just figured a good one to watch tonight. Collateral. Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx.
How you doing? That's a good one. Wait, is that the one where he becomes a cop and then he smokes crack?
Who the hell do you
smokes
think
crack?
You are? Who the hell do you think you are?
No, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, wait, no, that's Training Day.
That's Training Day. That movie's great, too. Training Day is really good. Dude,
and then
I've been watching.
Goes, have you ever had your sheet pushed in? Classic line.
Dude, I've been watching L.A. movies, and I get sad. I get fucking sad. Like,
Yeah,
I watch Swing. I watch. You want to really hurt yourself? Watch Swingers.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll hurt myself. I'll watch Swingers. John said, go watch Outbreak. It's cinema magic. And I said, John, no, I'm not going to watch what's going on right now. I don't want to see it.
Well, no, Outbreak's kind of fun to watch because humans win. It's a weird one to watch though, because one of the main plot lines in Outbreak is that they drop a bomb on towns that have incredible outbreaks, but too late because this thing is gone local. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my neighbors. I'm walking around doing a podcast, talking to my neighbors. Hey, the director that did Outbreak also did a movie. It's about a famous character, Godzilla.
Really?
And Godzilla is a monster. And monster gets you up in the morning.
Oh
it
my
gets
God.
you going. It keeps you ready to move. It's good with your love life. It's good with your financial life. Monster puts money in your bank account because it makes you more productive.
Let me tell you
Get
something.
Your monster points. And look, we're all going to be allocated 200 monster points a week. And you're going to get to use those in any way you want by buying one of several Monster products. You can buy your Monster shampoo, your Monster body wash, your Monster salami, your Monster vegan cupcake.
Are you done yet? Are you done? Are you
I'm
done boring everybody with your Monster? You know what's funny? I feel like I've made you feel bad. You used to gang up on me, but I feel like I ganged up on you. We did one podcast not too long ago, and you said, okay, I'm going to go in my cage down. I'm like, yeah, you go in your cage. And I re-listened to it, and I felt bad. I thought of you like a little gremlin. Jon Donahue influenced this whole podcast to be like an 80s movie. I feel like the whole thing, we're talking about nostalgia 80s movies.
I can't get wet. If I get wet, I will transform.
Form into...
Wait, is that what they did? So they were nice and cute, right? They were cute little things, and then the rain makes them crazy.
But if they're little mogwais, but when you put rain on...
What a fucking weird movie. Ugh.
Yeah. what a weird ass...
What the hell happened in the 80s? We were born in the 80s.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
I'm born, dude. Born in the best decade, brother.
Amen, brother. What year were you?
Van Halen.
Well, you know what?
I'm born in 82.
Quentin Tarantino, I believe, doesn't like movies from the 80s.
Oh.
So
he should change his name to Quentin Tapatino.
Okay. It was a great episode of Bumper to Bumper, everybody. I like calling the show like an improv scene these days.
Hey, hey, listen. Let's just listen to that groove.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Oh
That's Charlie Scoville. He's grooving right now.
Yeah.
You think he was like completely nude while he was recording this track? Just imagine Charlie completely nude recording these fine beats you're listening to right now. What the hell? I have an Amazon Prime package that is in a bush. The guy threw it in my bush.
All right, everybody. This was Bumper to Bumper. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, what kind of microphone are you using?
Me, headset? Yeah, the headset.
Nice. Me too.
All right, everyone.
Me too now.
Have a good one.
Hey,
we
what
got
are you
a lot
making for dinner? All right, goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
And that's the podcast.